Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Mizuho Week Ahead. I am Jingyi, market economist at Mizuho Bank. The theme for this week is of talks and actions. Progress on trade talks may be characterized as one step forward and half step backwards. Following Trump's doubling down on steel and aluminum tariffs and assertions that China did not honor the Geneva Agreement, Trump and Xi spoke last week, while US extended the exclusion of some Chinese goods, including solar manufacturing equipment, semiconductor parts, and medical device components from Section 301 tariffs, which was due to expire in May by another 3 months. Meanwhile, US is reportedly requesting Vietnam to restrict use of Chinese-made goods and components in factories. Nonetheless, that both sides were talking instead of an impasse, supported both US and Chinese equities. Markets will be looking to US-China talks early this week. Meanwhile, front-end UST yields moved higher as Fed officials continued to toe the line of patience and dependency on tariffs outcomes, while non-farm payrolls printed above expectations. Globally, US trade antagonism continued to feature strongly in central bank decisions, although the uncertainty and past easing may warrant a pause. Bank of Canada held rates steady at 2.75%, citing uncertainty around US tariffs and attendant economic impact, but cautioned that a cut may be necessary if the economy weakens and inflation remains contained. ECB's 25 basis points cut was a hawkish one, as officials alluded to a pause and possibly a prolonged one, amid trade uncertainty. While risks to the economy were still skewed to the downside, strong labor market, rising incomes, and easier financing conditions could support growth. In Asia, RBI decided to front-load a 50 basis point rate cut alongside a 100 basis points cut to the cash reserve ratio. Notably, RBI shifted to a distinctly neutral stance, dialing back from its earlier dovish bias. We think RBI has probably not exhausted scope for easing, and we expect another 25 to 50 basis points of cuts. Down under, RBA minutes reviewed serious consideration of a 50 basis points cut at May's meeting on growth woes. On the politics front, opposition candidate Lee Jae-myung was elected as South Korea's president, albeit at a smaller margin than polls previously suggested. The newly sworn-in president had pledged economic stimulus and to tackle housing supply and labor protection during his campaign. Meanwhile, Philippines President Marcos' cabinet was mostly unchanged, despite his calls for a bold reset following disappointing midterm elections results. In Indonesia, President Prabowo also delivered a sharp warning to self-serving leaders and urged underperforming public officials to step down or face removal. In the week ahead, we expect China's May data to be resilient as exporters seize the opportunity before the trade truce expiration, but deflationary pressures are expected to have increased. All in, developments are expected to continue swaying back and forth, but caution that increasingly marginal improvements may increasingly see diminishing returns, given that much may have already been priced in, considering the S&P is more than 5% above pre-Liberation Day levels and some central banks have eased materially already. With that, we have come to the end of this episode. For more information on the key events for the upcoming week, please refer to our Week Ahead publication or contact your respective sales desks and RMs. And for regular notifications on our market views, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button. Thank you and bye-bye.